Alright guys, so for one, I had this console come out of a REGAL that I had way back in the days, and the REGAL was rusted out, 76 REGAL. It had a moonroof in it, but it was a pretty rusty car. Back then I wasn't doing body work, so I decided to junk the car. So I took the center console out because I'm like, man, if I ever get another REGAL, I'd love to put the center console. So I done had this thing for over 20-something years. Well, finally I'm gonna put it to use. So what I'm doing here is that the 70 Wildcat is just totally shaped different than this one. I mean, it's just totally different than this. So, what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm on fiberglass cake. Fabricate, whatever I'm trying to say, but that's what I'm gonna do with this. Yeah, buddy, it's what's got to be done. All right. So I got this pattern here from a friend Bob. He's got Mr. Buick Bob. He's got an original bucket seat car, as I said. So I took this and made a pattern off of his console. So this is how this is gonna be. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is that I'm coming through. So this section here, you can see that, but this blue section here, I'm gonna have to cut out. So all right. So I come through and I cut this out, then I move this little strip over to here because this is gonna have to be filled in too. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is that I'm gonna leave this cardboard taped on here, but I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna fiberglass these sections up. So I'll show you, you know, how I do it step by step, show you the process, but I'm gonna turn this 75 console into a 70 console. Unless you guys got one you want to sell me, you know, or give me or donate, then I wouldn't have to be cutting this one up, see? But I guess if I ever wanted to go back original, well, this piece would be missing. So I won't never be going back original. Once it's in this car, it's in there to stay, so. All right, so then I just come in here with my little saw. All right, so I just cut this off. Now guys, believe it or not, I throw this piece in the bottom of one of my parts buckets or with my spare 75 parts, and if I ever needed to cut this back loose, cut the fiberglass out of there and plastic weld this back together, I have it. Doubt if I ever do that, but if I ever do. But that's just one more step. Now I got to put this back up here. Alright, so now I got to glue, I got to tape me a... Wow, it's a lot of taping got to be done all up through here, guys. So I got to get and tape this all up and get this exactly the way it got to be, guys. Alright, fellas, so alright. So now I got this shaped exactly how I want it here. That's how the 70 console is. So now what I want to do, because I want a fiberglass from the inside. So now I want to pull this off. And as you see, I marked where this is going to end up. So I know that's going right there. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit here. Don't have to be pretty. But if I get a, that's close enough. Alright. So now, I just want this to come up high enough where to fit right up on there. So I'm gonna get some grease and some grease remover off here. Make sure my tape is gonna stick. And then I want to transfer this pattern on the other side here. All where you see the cardboard there, guys, that'll all be fiberglassed in. And that's the shape of that 70 Wildcat console there. So I might have to do something back here. And I think this side, when I come in, some of this is gonna have to get cut off. But I'm gonna do one side at a time. So I'm not gonna come in and do this side just yet. But if I flip this over, flip this over here, so yeah, and we'll just out just a little bit. Yes, sir. Look like Like a lot of this is going to get cut off on this side. And then it looks like I'm still going to have to add some from this area to this area here, right in this little section here. So I do want to come in, take these rough edges down where I cut that at, but also alright, so you always want to, I just wanted to etch that, rough that up some, clean, make sure that fiber, make sure that's clean, so when I put the fiberglass on there, I know it's going to be clean and free of oil, and I already cleaned it, but just give it some texture for that fiberglass to stick to and the resin.